Okay, before we begin, first and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. But I need a huge favor from you. If you love stories like this and this kind of content, I will really appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button. It will really help me grow this channel and to be able to bring more content like this to you. Your support really means the world to me. So thank you so much. Hit the like, subscribe button and share this video. Thank you so much. So this conversation is with Paul. Paul, a good friend of mine, on his journey from China to Wyoming, all the complexities and everything that he had to go through on his journey to Wyoming and who he is today. We talked a bit about photography. We talked a bit about partnership with his beautiful wife, Betty. We talked about happiness. Paul is the most happiest person you meet. And it's not because he's born that way, but he shared how he puts intention into how happy he shows up. Paul is the kind of man who you meet and you cannot help but feel like yourself. You cannot help but laugh. You cannot help to feel seen. And that is why this story is so important to me. And I'd like to thank Paul so much for sharing a piece of his story with me. And I'm going to leave a link to the whole story on my website, Humans Among Us. This is a short video of our conversation. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this. And please, once again, hit the like and subscribe button. Please, it will truly mean the world to me. Don't be scared of it. Just you click it, and then you click the other one, and then you share, and then you like. Thank you so much. Any plans for the summer?
Oh no, well, we were going to go to Vancouver too, but we decided not to go until
Oh, that's what Betty said. Betty told me at the gym.
maybe September.
Yeah. So just gonna hang out?
Yeah, we'll probably go down to Vegas,
Oh, okay, go see the
maybe September.
You move from Tennessee. Yeah, that is
So
a
can
crazy.
you tell I was a hillbilly?
Was that?
I was a Tennessee hillbilly until I become a cowboy. You cannot tell that. Shame on you. Yeah, I start undergraduate in Memphis, Tennessee, which is the western end of the Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee is like a hot dog.
It's like a hot dog. I know it's like just
And then when I finished undergraduate, I went to graduate school in Johnson City, which is East Tennessee, just other end of the hot dog. Like right by the well, actually, the border like Virginia and West Virginia. Not too far from the Smoky Mountain.
Mountains, yeah. And the move to Rock Springs was just because your friends, because of the job.
Oh, the job. Yeah, well, I have about like three. There's not many jobs, but I have three opportunity. One is in Florida. It sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good near Orlando, but that area is a lot of swamp.
Okay.
So you talk about mosquito control.
Mosquito, alligators.
Yeah. Well, mosquito control is one of the aspects in the public health program down there. So I don't want to mess with that. And then the second choice is an Indian reservation right outside Phoenix. That position was left vacant by my professor who just returned back to the college I was.
Oh, was the only option.
Yeah. Well, I said, gee, I had never been to the Rocky Mountain area, Yeah. Not knowing this desert.
No.
So I talked to some of my buddy, I used to play ping pong with, and they've been to, of course, the best part, Jackson.
Yep.
So, he said, Wyoming is beautiful. he didn't say it's Jackson or Yellowstone.
Oh, Yellowstone.
So what a contrast. But I did not get used to it.
How was that drive though? How's that? Do you remember? Because you drove by yourself, right?
I drove, yeah.
How was that drive from all the way?
Well, actually, from East Tennessee.
East Tennessee.
Yeah, I drove through Kentucky, St. Louis area, and then got into Kansas. I spent a night in Kansas. Yeah, Kansas. And then spent another night when I got to Denver.
Oh.
It was snowing that day too.
Oh, because winter.
Yeah. So January 20.
Did you know about the weather? No.
I have a small rear-wheel drive.
So you didn't even look up Wyoming to see the weather?
I did look. I check out 4 or 5 books and on Wyoming, and the first thing, this is before Google.
Yes.
First thing you want to look at it is like you go back to the index in the back of the book. You look under Rock Springs.
Okay.
Under Rock Springs, subtitle is Chinese Massacre. What a welcome.
That was what you said.
I said, what? So I looked it up pretty fast. So I know about the Chinese Massacre before I got here.
But you didn't look at the weather to see how the weather was?
Yeah, I did. I know it's cold, but it's not.
But you didn't
like
know
that.
yeah. Oh my God. So you got to Denver, or did you come straight here?
I stopped in Denver overnight, and then the next day I have a 1 week orientation in Cheyenne.
Oh, Cheyenne. Okay.
So I went to Cheyenne, check-in hotel, and my boss said, "Hey, Paul, you need a set of snow chains." Snow chain? What was snow chains?
Oh my God.
I have a very good drive. And the Cheyenne is covered with snow that day, but for about a week I stayed there. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. Were you scared at all driving from Cheyenne to Rock Springs?
No, until,
what was going through your mind? Were you excited or were you?
Yeah, so instead of coming to Green River, the office here, they sent me to the district office in Sheridan. So we have 3 different districts.
Okay. Yeah.
District 1 is in Green River, District 2 in Moreland, District 3 is in Sheridan. And the guy who run the District 3 office, he probably one of the most qualified one, and is younger than the other 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, my boss in Cheyenne said, you go to work with Bill in Sheridan.
So you went to Sheridan first?
Yeah, before coming here.
Before coming.
Just for the training.
Just for the trainer.
Yeah, 1 week. Yeah. And then, so I was ready to come down to Green River. They talk about like South Pass. I said, what's South Pass? Well, you will know when you spend the night actually in Riverton.
Okay,
nice
Riverton.
Just like this.
Yeah.
And so the next day, I see South Pass back then still had the mining.
Okay.
The mining.
Okay, the
iron mine. Yeah,
yes.
the iron mine. And there's a lot of, traffic.
Yes.
But I noticed that the highway is kind of slick. I mean, you can see the cover with ice. So, gee, this is different. Different than the blue sky down there in Riverton.
Wow.
So it took me a while. By the time I get to Falls, my car's already, covered with like mud and snow.
Mud and snow, everything.
And then the first impression of Rock Springs, when I came in, I drove through town. Back then, Rock Springs just mostly a lot of trailer park.
Okay.
It's very muddy. The street is a very dirty town. I said, gee, this is not what my friend said. It's very nice, And then, so I check in the office in Green River and start looking for an apartment.
Yeah.
Back then, it's very tough to get an apartment. So.
And all this, you were by yourself? You didn't know anybody here?
No. So I stay in Palmer Hall Hotel. The building is still standing, but it's not a hotel anymore. But for 2 weeks, I was looking for an apartment, but I could not find it. It took me 2 weeks to find a basement apartment on D Street, which is up there.
Oh, just for D Street, okay.
D Street. So, and then that is in the last part of January, and Betty still have 1 semester in graduate school.
Okay.
She said, well, you want to come over and take a look in Spring Beach? So she came in March.
She flew in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
1980. She had never been on an airplane that small.
Of course.
But back then we still have Pan Am, all that stuff. A family flew to London on Pan Am and all that. So it's on for smaller than today's airplane than you. 14, 19 seater, So I took her to the mall. Hey, Betty, let's go to the mall. I know she likes shopping, So I took her from one end to the other end. Back then on one end is the JC
yes,
Penn.
JC Penn, I remember. And then the Herberger's. Was Herberger's back here back then?
Yeah, okay. On the other end. Yeah. Well, actually, after Herberger, there's a Ernst, which is like a hardware store.
Okay.
Kind of like Ace,
Okay.
So one end to the other end, and she said, where's the rest of the mall? I said, Betty, you left the rest in Tennessee. They didn't come.
He didn't come with you.
So that's just not very impressed with
you. Wow. That is it's funny because that is just like my story coming to Rock Springs. The same thing. I did not even Google the word Wyoming to see what it looks like, to see. I had no visual.
Yeah, for me, that's way before Google, so I cannot even look at it.
Even look it up. Yeah, I did not even look that up at all. So, I mean, that was,
So we got married. She came back. We got married in August.
In Rock here?
Yeah, in Green River. In Green River. Courthouse, yeah.
Okay. Was it lonely first when you first moved here, just you and her?
Gradually make some friends, but you don't have a lot of friends like I do now. But back then it's only a few. So, and then there's not a lot of things. This is before I took up photography. So we got married in August, and the first 2 years we were looking at the map every night, thinking which state to move to. We looked at Portland. We look at Seattle. I said, well, and then she started working for the school district.
Yeah.
I said, well, this is not a bad place to live. It's actually a nice place to raise kids because you don't have a lot of crime and other stuff.
It's a small community. Yes.
So we look at the map and we look at more map and gradually we don't look at the map anymore. So we just,
decided to stay here.
And then I said, well, gee, what am I going to do? This is something need to be. So look ahead at all the sceneries like this. So somebody told me that, hey, Will Binkenhoff is a photography instructor at the college.
Yeah.
Hook up with him, and so I took his first ever black and white class.
What? So I guess that's why I want to go with this photography. Why did you pick up photography?
I need to find something. I don't have no knowledge on the philosophy and the concept of photography.
Nothing at all.
So after I took his class with the darkroom, I got kind of like hooked on it. And besides, I didn't have a hobby here. And then so you can go out. There's a lot of things that you don't see from the highway, like the sand dunes. So my first trip to the sand dune is, like I end up like 9 o'clock. It was almost dark. Could not find my car. Almost could not find my car back. So I photographed a lot of sand dune and rock, all that stuff.
And just having fun, just something to do.
Yeah. Just before we got married, we went to Yellowstone. That's the first time. First time in Yellowstone. Yeah. It was cold that day, I remember.
Oh, wow.
So then after you pick up photography, there's a lot of things that you can photograph.
What's the biggest lesson? I'm always interested in lessons, right? The biggest lesson you've learned through photography that translates to life. Life becomes a photography.
First of all, I use a big camera a lot.
Okay.
The large format camera.
Okay.
You cannot be too, you don't move fast with the camera.
Yes.
So you set up patience. So it trained my patience. Okay. In other words, instead of taking like 5 pictures in a row, you set up, take one, so train your patience. And also force you to compose a picture more carefully. And take the meter reading, all that. So, and not only that, when you finish, you go home, only half the job is done. You still have the process.
The whole process. So patience.
Yeah, patience and take time, and you don't have to rush. So.
Were you impatient before photography?
I have never been a patient person.
You've always been.
But that helped me to slow down.
Help you slow down a bit more.
Yeah. But on the other hand, you like photograph wildlife, then you're gonna have to be in a hurry,
Yeah, because they're moving fast. Yeah.
So 2 different extremes.
Yeah. Wow, that's powerful, Paul.
Yeah. And then I took every class that Well had to offer at the college. And I noticed like Ansel Adams, but he's dead then.
Okay,
he died in 1984.
Okay.
I didn't take the class until 1987 in the summer.
Okay.
So, but I noticed that he have a lot of students from the past. Some of them become very famous photographer. And this particular guy by the name of John Sexton, he offer like a workshop.
Yes.
But his location is in Carmel Valley, California.
Okay.
So I signed up for his class, and it's a whole week intense, mostly darkroom work.
Yes. Okay.
So I also went back, and then I went back 2 more times, and a couple of them is in the field, not in the darkroom.
Yeah, in the field itself.
In the field, yeah. So, and they usually have a long critique section. That's how you learn your stuff. People criticize your work and see how you can get better and all that. So those things help.
Investing in yourself, investing in the art. Yeah. I know you shared with me about the experience of you coming to China on Christmas Day and you didn't. Coming to Hong Kong.
I left Guangzhou or Canton, China, and then got into Hong Kong on December 26th, 1974.
I think you told me.
Yeah, 74.
Yeah.
And then I never know about what's Christmas. So the people I first met, and they say, I wish you were here yesterday, Christmas. I said, what's Christmas? I never heard of Christmas.
Never heard the word Christmas. No.
The Chinese Communist Party, they really discourage, religion.
Okay.
They don't ban them, but they really discourage. Yeah. Even they have a church, but the minister or the father in the church is sanctioned by the party.
By the party. Gotcha.
Yeah. And not everybody can be a preacher in China. It had to be approved by the government.
Yeah. Wow. So how was that transition for you? Not knowing, coming into a new, of course you didn't speak English, right?
No. Well, I started with the night, I signed up for the night class, starting from like ABC.
How old were you at that time? How old?
I think 14.
14.
Yeah.
So you signed up for night classes?
Yeah. Hopefully I work in a factory in the daytime and go to school night class. Yeah.
For English.
But after about 6 months, I told my mom, can I just be a regular student like this? But since I come out of China, I didn't know any English, so I kind of sat back 2 years because everybody in Hong Kong is talking English.
Talking English,
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm kind of basically 2 years older than the rest of the kids in the class.
In your class, yeah. Wow.
But I'm also 2 years smarter than them.
Was that hard for you or no? Emotionally, was that tough for you? Being in that situation?
Not emotional, just like, a lot of work. Not like you have a sentence of English. Basically, I had to go to the dictionary and find out what vocabulary, what that means.
Yes.
So, yeah. After a while, you get used to it, and then you learn a little bit more and more. So, and then, a couple other things like television, like news.
Okay.
Help you if you watch the English channel. Or maybe like movie. Most of the Western movie in Hong Kong, they have subtitles.
Yes.
So they're speaking English, but they have
you
subtitles.
Can just read it. Yeah. Have you always been that self-determined that you?
You need to. You basically need to.
Why? Where did that come from? Is it just because the way you grew up, or just...
Yeah? Well, there's tougher life in China. You either make it, you don't. So you gotta get your act together. So nobody else can help you all the time. So you have to be self-disciplined, I guess.
Why the U.S. though? What was the transition to come to the U.S. rather than continue education in Hong Kong?
Back then, it's only like 2 universities.
Okay.
Chinese University and University of Hong Kong.
Okay.
Now they have about 6.
Okay.
Back then, it's only 2. So your chance of getting into one of those is a lot slimmer.
Gotcha.
But I have relatives in USA, like in particular, I have an uncle in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
I have aunts and so on in New York City.
Okay.
But New York City being is still the biggest city. It's also the most expensive city
to live in. Yeah.
Tuition, everything, living costs. So I pick Tennessee.
Did you already know Betty before?
Yeah. Well, we met like in 1970.
How did you two meet? You never told me that story before. How did you meet?
I cannot let you know all the secrets. I may not be able to make it home. If you tell me all that.
Oh my God, Paul.
She went to a Catholic school.
Okay.
I went to a boys' Catholic school.
Okay.
But sometimes they have a gathering, like a party, or not necessarily like dancing, but like maybe just social get together type.
Yes.
So I met her like that one.
Oh, what's your first impression of her? Do you remember how you met her?
Yeah, not much of first impression, but later on, I asked her out. We went to the first day we have we went to a steakhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean not fancy, expensive, but we ate steak, and back every time we went back to Hong Kong in the last few years, we try to look at the locations. It's changed all the time.
Oh,
no longer a restaurant. But that one,
Wow. Speaking about Betty, what I know she's your wife and all that, but if it comes to love and partnership, what role has she played in your life as far as
she's a good balance of the life we have. I mean, she's almost the common came in on my toe.
Tell me more. What do you mean balance? Tell me more.
Oh, like okay, I want to go do something like in the middle. I want to do it now, and she will slow down. Take your time. Let's look at the other choices. She has that kind of mentality to the balance. Out the life.
You are there. I want to go do this. It's the same thing with me and Angie. I think that's why, because I'm the same way. I want to go do something, but Angie is always the one who will say, "Hey, no, think about it."
So, but she used to let me do like what I want, but to a certain point that
to some extent.
Yeah. Not too crazy. Yeah. Which is good. You need to have somebody
like that balance. Yes, 100%. Yeah, I think it's super, super important. It took me a long time to realize that.
Yeah.
As a young man, that you need that balance, or you need that partner.
Yeah. She has more patience. She can take things slowly, think it over. I'm kind of like more into,
Let's do it. Go. Let's do it. And she's the balance. Yeah. Biggest lesson, Paul, your whole life. If you should sum your whole life, everything you've gone through, from moving from China to Hong Kong to US to Wyoming, to what's the biggest lesson that you think that this whole journey has taught you about life?
Well, that means I'm adaptable. I can adapt to any environment.
Adapt to any.
I can move from a country to a social Hong Kong is like just like any other society we have.
Yeah.
Free press, freedom of speech. Trade.
Yeah.
No boundary in Hong Kong. You can do as long as you don't commit a crime. So from that to adapt, that's easy. Because you have a lot of restriction in China. Now you have no restriction as long as you don't break the law. But the thing, all of a sudden you get that many choices. You have to be careful. Don't go crazy on that. So
how do you manage that paradox of freedom and choices? How do you manage that? Because like you said, there's so much freedom.
Yeah.
But yet you have to be careful with the choices.
Yeah, sure. You have to. Freedom is good, but sometimes it go with the. For instance, go with your budget. A certain thing you want to do, but you don't have the money to do it. So you better stop right here. Yeah. And a lot of things people want, but they may not be able to financially afford it. But that's okay. You can do what you
can do now.
Yeah.
Have you always been this cheerful and this funny and just full of life? Has that always been you?
I try to be.
You try to be? What do you mean try to be?
Well, sometimes you have a bad day and a good day, right? So a bad day, you may not be as smiling that much, but you want to force yourself when you talk to somebody, the public. You don't want to project an image. Hey, this guy is a jerk. Yeah.
Have you always been that way?
I try to maintain my cheerful side. If you do that, then you're a happy person. You won't be too cranky. Okay, not like Charlie, Yeah, really. If you're happy, you feel better, right?
No, it's true. It's true. The same thing. People ask me all the time, why am I always happy? I'm like, they think sometimes I don't have bad days. I'm like, I have bad days sometimes.
You want to turn them back there into a decent, decent.
Especially dealing with other people. Always have to acknowledge.
All I do is deal with people. That's why I walk down the street. I can see a lot of people know me.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We have a couple other guys. Well, one guy in the office. A lot of people don't know him that much because he does not go out like I do a lot of work.
Just to go hang out, talk to people.
Yeah. So they don't know him, but they know me.
They know you. Even in the community, everybody knows you in this community.
But you know, it's funny. A lot of Hispanic, like Mexican, Hispanic, when they do a they want to open a restaurant, they ask for pork. They don't ask for anybody else. I don't speak Spanish, but they ask for me.
Maybe because they can relate to you more.
Yeah,
because of your friendliness.
I'm willing to talk to them. So
yes, and that makes a huge difference, man. I think that's the difference in life and humanity that we have to. We gotta talk to people.
I don't speak language. I wish I took some Spanish, but I don't. But I get by, and they did this for some reason. When they want to talk to somebody in my office, they always
talk for Paul.
I said, Kevin, tell them Paul is our office today.
Oh my God, Paul.
Besides, you know, when I go out to visit, let's say they have a restaurant, they want to remodel. I don't threaten or mean to them. You know, that helps a lot. You know, if you're not mean to them, you can converse and make the message across.
Have a conversation to send a message across rather than being mean.
Well, instead, okay, you need to put this in here, right? I said, well, let's just put the hand thing right here. It's easier for you to walk over here from there to wash your hand. But you cannot say
this has to be here.
Well, even though the rule book said that the hand thing should be within the vicinity of the kitchen. It didn't say like had to be in the kitchen, but so you know that's interpretation right in the kitchen, not here. You have to have one in the restroom. That's another deal, okay? But gotta have one in the kitchen.
Oh, that's powerful, man. I think that right there makes a huge difference. Having conversation with people rather than telling them.
And then you tell them, how come the hand sink should be in the kitchen? I said, this is your immediate work area. You turn around, you need to wash your hand. You don't want to walk all the way to the restroom and wash it. And most likely, you had to walk that far, you won't do it.
Okay?
There you go. You had to tell them the reason why. You don't say, okay, gotta do this. You tell them, this is the reason why you should do this. That's a lot different.
That's a lot different than being, And this whole thing, having conversations, I think that's the key to communication.
Empowering me, I like to talk.
Oh my God, that's good, Paul.
I wish I learned some Spanish, but
it's too late. It's not too late.
Not too late, but it's too late here. Well, I should have taken like photography and Spanish.
In Spanish at the same time when you went to.
Missed my boat.
Oh, that's funny, Paul.